States as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So New Mexico State's offense will have the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, they go with the bootleg, and it works that time. You saw the defensive end came crashing down the line of scrimmage. He was sold on the fact that the running back was going to have the ball. So nice job with the ball fake by the Q. And then he's able to use that speed to get outside. Nice positive play.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
Ready? Break. Single. White 29.
They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and... The Vols want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26, it'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And his slips just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Quick pass on the jet motion. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Deep breath, right, man. You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness. This defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it. Get it to your running back. Let him do the rest. Chew up some yardage and make the big play for the offense.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Pride. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Stay just a moment to talk about New Mexico State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. Back to the ground game on the left. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll ride the hot hand. Bulldozes his way through. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So here is the Tennessee offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Here's the give off the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vols will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Volunteers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Off play action. He's taking the shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Slips through the line. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Parks. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using his legs, it's Stanley. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Kick is in the air. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They take over again, and they have yet to move the sticks on their previous 2 possessions. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lewis. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Vols are facing 3rd and inches. Wants to throw, it's Barnett. Grab near the marker, it's Matthews. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Jukes his way for more. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Volunteers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Turning it on! That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Down here. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it, I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO, and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Pride. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead now 6 here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 4 over Temple. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Prime. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle at Stanley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the red zone, it's Stanley. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Aggies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. So much much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the ball's moving quickly to the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Volunteers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the right. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
To the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Gives it on the option. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got it in the middle. It's Stanley. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. New Mexico State lines up quickly. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's King. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. The lead down to just 3, 20-17. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And with time running out here in the second quarter, the offense just going to take a knee. Don't want to risk disaster here. Make sure you go to the locker room with the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start.
On a sweet spin, and he's free. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He'll keep it himself. Find some fresh air. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Vols with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Flips it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. There he goes. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 12 over Temple. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that crow route.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Stanley. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the run, fires downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Barnett. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The Volunteers in the hurry-up. Looking for space, it's Lewis. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Off the RPO, complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Volunteers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
So now it's second and long. He wants to throw it again. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run the sneak for it.
QB sneak. Picks up 1. 1st and goal, New Mexico State.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Aggies! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Vols are in the hurry-up. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Vols will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away. The throw. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's King. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Going to the running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think at this point in the game now, in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. We wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. Because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
The corners are walked up tight. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Unleashes one. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on.
Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Volunteers want to move quickly.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue.
Four wideout set, 2x2 on 2nd and 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Lewis. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. The play-action fake. He's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the pummeling has started. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Right down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. Slithers into space. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.